Good morning from an amazingly beautiful spring morning in Edinburgh. It's great to see you all. We have had the most incredible start to spring/summer. This April, it's been like a whole week solid, at least a week now. Just like days of sunshine like this. You can hear the birds chirping. Everything's now all green and the blossoms are out, the cherry blossoms. I'll show you some of them in a little second. But one of the things I've been feeling in the start of spring, with a bit of a health kick that I'm on, is we need to take advantage of the amazing things we've got in this city. The amazing outdoor spaces which make Edinburgh great. And one of those spaces, which everybody knows Edinburgh's famous for, is Arthur's Seat, the mountain or the hill. It's a hill, not a mountain. Right in the middle of the city. It's iconic. Such a beautiful park to come and walk around as well. Holyrood Park, which surrounds the hill, Arthur's Seat. People come for to take nice pictures, to have a picnic and all the rest of it, but it's actually just a damn good place to exercise. You'll see people walking and running and cycling and all sorts around it. But actually to get to the peak is quite hard. But I've been doing it probably twice a week at the moment. And what I really want to do is increase my stamina. I want to increase my ability to go up Arthur's Seat quicker and be less out of breath, but to be honest, it doesn't seem like that's going to happen today because I'm already out of breath and I'm just like at the very start. But you know what, this is a good start and a good place to exercise. We need to take advantage of the amazing things on our doorstep, I think. Especially in years when we can't travel as much as we would like. Anyway, let's get up Arthur's Seat. So according to Google, Arthur's Seat is 251 metres high. This doesn't sound like a lot, to be honest. There is the peak right there behind my head. I've already come round the road section of the hill. The road takes you about halfway up, and then when you get to this point here, you have to basically scramble to the last half. Like I said, it doesn't sound like a lot, 250 metres in total, and I've probably done, at least 100 metres, maybe 150 to get to this point on the road. Which, by the way, is there. You can see the road goes there and it goes all the way around Arthur's Seat in a big circle. But the road is all actually closed to cars at the moment because of the virus and all that. But yeah, it doesn't sound much, 250 metres, but when you're up here and you're climbing it, it feels a lot. It feels like a lot of hard work, especially if you're unfit like me. But I've been doing it 2 times a week now for like 3 weeks, and I'm hoping that I'm kind of building up resistance and can probably do it a bit quicker and easier than I could at the start of the process. Like I said, we've got a place like this, as beautiful as it is, in the middle of the city, so close to my home. It took me less than 10 minutes to drive here. Might as well take advantage and go up as often as possible, right? It's early in the morning as well, best time to come. That's my nemesis, the peak of Arthur's Seat. It's quite breezy up here actually. Just on my first kind of waypoint peak, and probably only about 50 metres to the top now. Well, it seems more of a trek than that. I'll show you the view properly when we get up there, because it is absolutely beautiful. All around Edinburgh you can see from up here. Anyway, I actually want to tell you today about a project I'm working on that I think you guys are going to find pretty cool. I'm also keeping an eye on my kind of heart rate and distance and all the rest of it. I've been tracking that for a while. Anyway, what a day to be alive. It's beautiful up here. And guys, I forgot to say, and this is important to me, I want to say welcome to everybody who is watching this video. It's great to see you all, great to read all your comments. I read every single one down the bottom, so as always, let me know your thoughts and feelings down below. Always good to hear from you, the regular faces and newbies. And if you are new here, why not take this relationship a little bit further? The next step, you could say, give the subscribe button a little tinkle, and then we'll be pals forever. Anyway, I'm almost at the top of this hill. Every time I sit to talk to you guys, I'm kind of just like stalling. When you get up to these last few metres on Arthur's Seat, it starts to get a wee bit scraggly, as you can see behind me. Sharp, steep rocks. They're actually quite slippy as well, so you do need to be a bit careful at the top here. Just the last 20 metres. So close to the top now. Alright, made it to the top. Found a nice wee sheltered spot behind a rock here, so I can have a wee chat to the camera, but it feels good to get up here. You know, I know it's only 250 metres, it's not massive. It's not groundbreaking, but it feels good to get up here. It's a wee achievement for a Saturday morning. But the views up here of the whole of Edinburgh are spectacular. You can just see the whole city all around about Arthur's Seat, including my house, which is quite cool. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, it's about 10:30 now, almost back down the hill. I want to take you to one little place before we actually get down to the bottom, which is pretty cool. An old ruin. It's right here in front of me actually. First of all, can we just appreciate, you know, walking through this yellow field of gorse bushes. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, the place I want to show you is right in front of me, I can see it. So there right behind me, that there is St Anthony's Chapel. It looks like a castle, it looks like a castle ruin, like any of the other typical castle ruins you see around Scotland, but it's actually an old chapel from the 16th century. It's pretty cool, cool little spot to stop it on your way up to Arthur's Seat if you come this way. There are like 10 or 15 different routes you can take up Arthur's Seat, but I always like to pass this either on the way up or on the way down. Maybe on the way down because this is quite a hard route up, to be honest. You can see where I've come from, it looks pretty high from here. All the way up there. Anyway, St Anthony's Chapel, nice little stopping point. Still got a great view from up here, by the way, even though, you know, we're almost down at Arthur's Seat. It's probably about 20 metres off the ground level. So you do get a good view of Holyrood Park and Holyrood Palace as well from here, and Calton Hill. Let me just show you. Just at the front of the chapel now. It's really beautiful here actually, this little spot. You can see here there's a bit of a cliff at the front. That's how high we are. That is the loch at the bottom of Arthur's Seat. Holyrood Palace at the bottom, and also Edinburgh Castle as well. All within frame, it's beautiful. So if you don't want to climb all the way up Arthur's Seat, I'd suggest this is a nice little climb that will get you a great view as well. Whew, back at the car, that was a good walk. Let me just end my workout on my watch, end workout. 1 hour 30 minutes, total distance 3.9 kilometres, not too bad. 704 calories burnt. Elevation 230 metres apparently. That doesn't sound right according to the height of Arthur's Seat, but anyway, the Apple Watch thing never lies. So anyway, I'm pretty proud of that for today, this morning. Good little workout. My personal trainer, Michael Joa, will be very proud. He has been really helping me and inspiring me and pushing me on to look after myself better. He's really great. He's from here in Edinburgh, but he trains people around the world online. I'm going to put his link down below if you're interested in checking out what he does, and seeing how he can help you. He is definitely helping me, slowly but surely making progress without judgment. Okay guys, so if you've been watching my videos for a while, over the last few months you'll know I've been trying to get fit and healthier because over the period of lockdown, over the last year, I have become the unhealthiest I have been in my entire life. That is not an exaggeration. My health insurance have been telling me so, my doctors have been telling me so I've been trying to sort things out. I've been doing good, you know, I've been doing my fitness program and nutrition program with my coach. But one thing I'm just not getting enough of, and I always struggle with, guys, I've always struggled with this, is fruit and vegetable intake. It's just been a challenge for me. But there's some things I like. For example, pineapple. I love pineapple, and I especially love pineapple juice. You can see a bit of pineapple chopped up there behind me. So I think one way I can increase my vegetable and fruit intake at the moment is, especially as we're getting warmer and a bit more sunny and a bit more spring-like, is I'm going to be consuming a bit more fruit and vegetables via juice. I've got my juice machine there. This is like not going to be some kind of juice crazy diet or anything like that. It's just the only way I can eat some vegetables. Like, I'm going to put some celery in this later on. Literally, this will be the only way I eat celery ever, is if I can mix it in with a lot of pineapple and mint. It's like, I just don't consume it in any other way. So surely having it with juice is better than not having it. This stuff here, it is my nemesis. I mean, it smells funky, it tastes funky. I just never have been able to eat it. But in the juice, I can hide it with lots of other stuff like pineapple. And then finally, there's these things, carrots. I mean, I just don't eat many carrots. I mean, this is literally reindeer food. Rudolph. But in a juice, I can tolerate it. Because like I said, it is disguised with so many other fruit juices, that it takes the taste away a little bit. Okay, so here is the final finished product. A glass of juice, which I'm not really sure if it's orange in colour or brown in colour. It's definitely brown towards the top, which is what I'm going to be drinking first. The total contents include a lot of pineapple, which is good, quite a lot of apple, also good. We have some grapes that had expired, red and white, and I thought, you know what, why not just chuck them in? There is also lemons and limes, and then the yucky stuff. Well, actually not so yucky, it is mint, some mint leaf, and then the real yucky stuff, which is celery. Ugh. Celery and cucumber, and finally carrot. So like lots of stuff that I just usually wouldn't have on a day-to-day basis. So drinking this is surely better than not drinking it if I need to up my fruit and veg intake. Let's try it. I mean, it's not horrible. It's actually quite refreshing, you know that? Except for that kind of brown foamy stuff on top. It's actually not too bad. Alright guys, I want to interrupt today's video very quickly to tell you about a couple of things that have been going on. We're coming into spring, times are a-changing. The first thing I want to say is about the live streams. I don't know if you might have caught this, but on Saturday past, I filmed a live stream. It was fantastic, I absolutely loved doing it. I think one of the best things about doing a live stream is the live interaction that I get with you guys who are watching the videos. And also the feedback that I get suggests that a lot of you guys really, really enjoy the live stream format. So what I want to do from now on, I think, is every week film one of these live videos. And because of my schedule at the moment, the best day that I can really focus on doing a live video is probably going to be Saturdays in the afternoon. I think later in the afternoon is going to be the best time to try and fit as many people from different time zones in the world together at the same time. Something like 4 PM, 5 PM on Saturdays. Now that we've got the later nights, the light skies at night, it's going to be easier to do that. So yeah, I really enjoyed the live stream taking you guys around Edinburgh, and I want to film more live streams every single week on this channel. I think that's going to be a bit of a new thing, you know, maybe not forever, but certainly for the next period, because live videos for me, they're a lot easier to actually produce and put on this channel. Obviously, there's no editing involved, and editing is a big burden when doing these videos. So that's something I want to introduce, weekly live streams, and I want your ideas down below in the comments, please, of places you'd like to see me take you on a live stream tour. It has to be practical because of that. So for example, it's probably not the best idea to go to castles, inside castles, because on a live stream, I need really good signal, And castles, because they've got those old ancient thick walls, I tend to lose mobile phone signal when you go under the tunnels and stuff like that. So castles are probably not the most practical places to do a live stream. You know, but I can think of dozens of places I could actually live stream, so it'll be interesting to know your thoughts. So that's that. The second thing I want to talk about is my newsletter, Love Letters to America. So as the name suggests, it's all about my thoughts and views on America. It's a newsletter which I'm publishing every single week. Even more than that, please hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you very much to all the people who have already subscribed. It is free to subscribe if you hit the subscribe button on the newsletter, and the link's down below, by the way, with 3 different subscribe options. If you tick the none checkbox, it will give you the free option to subscribe. But also you can pay as well if you want to support that content. And lastly for today, something really, really exciting that I've been wanting to talk to you guys about for ages. NFTs. What is an NFT? An NFT is a non-fungible token. Very complicated and actually really difficult for me to explain on camera. But it's all relating to cryptocurrency. Again, something that I've been really late to, okay? Cryptocurrency is obviously, still in its infancy really in terms of adoption, but there's a lot of people going in on it, and I think, it's very clear to me, despite the fact I've not really been that heavily involved, it's very clear to me that cryptocurrency is going to be a major part of our financial futures going forward. 5, 10, 15 years from now, I can definitely see cryptocurrency being everywhere and being able to be used everywhere. But it's always been hard for me to imagine the use cases of cryptocurrency. But now with these NFTs, which is basically a way to tokenize digital assets and turn them into kind of like a cryptocurrency, it becomes a bit more exciting to me because it becomes something real that I can actually share and create and actually bring value to add on top of cryptocurrency. NFTs use the blockchain technology, which is the same technology that all cryptocurrency sits on. It allows me to create a permanent token, which you could almost consider to be like a certificate of authenticity for my digital assets that I own. So for example, my logo, my Sean logo, or any of these characters that I've created over the years, which are part of my brand, I can create a certificate of authenticity for these items to prove that, they are a one-off, unique item, and I own it. The same with this video you're watching now. That is a digital piece of art. Technically speaking, it is a digital piece of art. And I can make an NFT to authenticate the fact that it is a one-off piece that I created and you can only find one of it, Even if people make dozens of copies of this video on the internet, which they could do, the NFT, the non-fungible token, can certify that it is a one unique thing. And once I've created that token, it will exist on the blockchain for infinity and beyond until electricity stops working on the planet, which hopefully is never. And then once I've created that NFT, that token, which says that that item is a unique piece, I can then trade that NFT, that token, on an NFT platform like OpenSea. But a lot of content creators out there are charging, crazy money for these NFTs because you might have seen that there's a lot of artists out there who have been making a lot of money on their works. People, for example, sold one of his pieces, I think for $68 million or something ridiculous. These NFTs are trading for massive, massive money, but I am not naive to the fact that anything I create, it might not make any kind of returns for anyone who decides to buy them in future. They might just be a nice collectible thing that you can keep as a bit of a memento. And for that reason, I'm making mine really, really cheap compared to the massive money that is trading hands for all those other NFTs out there, because I want it to be something that you guys, or us as a community, we can kind of do it together as buy and swap and trade these things. And also on top of that, I want it to make it so that anybody who buys these NFTs can then get some other value out of it. I'm not 100% sure what that value could be at the moment, but it could be, for example, anyone who buys an NFT that costs X amount would be able to go on a real physical tour with me in Scotland, or perhaps, if you buy an NFT of mine that costs another value, we could do a one-on-one video chat, something like that. These are just like little ideas that I've got in my head at the moment, but I thought I would share this with you because it's an area that I want to get more involved in, primarily because I want to learn more about it. Like I said to you, I'm convinced, and I think it's pretty clear to most people, that cryptocurrency will be a part of our financial future going forward. And I know this will not be for everyone, this conversation, but I just wanted to put it out there to say that I'm experimenting with this, and I've created a selection of collectible digital cards called Scottish Legends, which will celebrate the many different great things about Scotland. I've put a link down below to the OpenSea account where you can find that collection of cards, which you're more than welcome to go and check out.
and consider purchasing as well if you like. And once you purchase it, you could collect it and keep it forever in the hope that it will increase in value. Maybe if my popularity was ever to increase, or if I was to become a noteworthy person in the future. I mean, I can't say that I will, but who knows, then that thing would obviously be worth a lot more money. I mean, that is the kind of thesis behind why some of these things are going for really, really crazy money. People are betting on the fact that whoever created that NFT is going to be a person of note in future. I can't say that that's going to be me. That is precisely why I'm making mine very cheap. In fact, you can buy them from just $1 on my store. Anyway, that's just something a bit new, interesting that I'm experimenting with. And anybody who is interested in crypto in that kind of area, you might want to experiment as well. I just made these things just for, a bit of a trial to see what it's like, how they work really, to get a better understanding of it. I have written an article, which you'll find the link down below, which hopefully will give you a bit of a better explanation about my thinking about NFTs and the future of crypto and all the rest of it. But that's it for the section of things that I wanted to tell you about. Let's get on with the video, because I'm not quite done with my food chat for today. Let's go. As you would have seen over the last few months of my videos, I've been trying all the different food spots here in Edinburgh. One of my favourites is Bros Bagels. I've been there lots of, we go there quite a lot. Great bagel place. But also there was this place that opened up, this fried chicken place called Jimmy's Fried Chicken, which was all the rage in Edinburgh. Lots of people queuing up for ages. Well, actually, they've done a bit of a collaboration, those two, Bros Bagels and Jimmy's Fried Chicken. They've come together to bring the fried chicken to the bagels. And as they're calling it, cock in the hole. Interesting name for this collaboration, but a really good project, and we thought we would come. The queues were stupendous. We were there for 2 hours, not a word of a lie. We were there for 2 hours waiting for this collaboration of Bros Bagels and Jimmy's Fried Chicken. I'm thinking it's going to be good. Is it going to be worth the 2 hour wait? I don't know. But I'm very hungry now, and it smells delicious. This is the main event, I think. This is like the big long box that has all the chicken stuff in it. Jimmy's Fried Chicken, signature trademark box. That is the box that has a bagel and the chicken. It's going to be quite difficult to eat this in this car like this, but anyway. So they've got the different chicken pieces that Jimmy's is now famed for, right? But we've also got the bagel with basically a big slab of what looks like chicken breast on it. There it is. The Bros Bagels bagel with some chicken in it, or cock in the hole. There's also some green sauce, some hot sauce it looks like, and some cucumber. This box, by the way, in total, with the chips and the bagel and the chicken bits, costs £17, which, to be honest with you, is quite expensive. £17 each, but man, that chicken is good. They've got this kind of green mayonnaise, they've got a white mayonnaise. It's all good, but I think for me, the best flavour that I get from this, they've got this hot sauce in there. I don't know what hot sauce they use. They might just use like one that's really common, but it's very nice. Jimmy's does this chicken nugget thing, right? It's filled with like a mixture of chicken. It's not bad. It reminds me a lot of coxinha in Brazil. Little hot wings. Okay, last but not least, I saved the best for last because I've been to Jimmy's a few times now, and I know that my favourite thing that they do is this here, which is the chicken strips, which have hot sauce on them as well. They are top quality, the chicken strips. Highly recommended. It's perfection. The chicken strips with that hot sauce is truly perfection. So they use really good organic chickens, and they also, for the chicken nuggets, they use all parts of the chicken, so nothing goes to waste as well. But you can just tell it's really top quality stuff. And when you mix that amazing Jimmy's Fried Chicken with Bros Bagels, I mean, it is a winning combination. Is it worth £17 plus 2 hours of your life in the queue? So is it worth £17? Because that, whichever way you look at it, for one meal for one person is quite a lot of money. It's a very hipster thing, a very London pop-up food type of thing as well. That's the type of prices you would expect to pay in London for something like this. You know, it is very top quality stuff, made by a very well-known and good chef, Jimmy. When you put that together with Bros Bagels, the best bagel place anywhere in the land, with their Montreal bagels, I mean, it is definitely a winning combination, but is it worth £17 plus 2 hours of your life waiting in the queue? I don't know. But I still went, and I'm still eating it, because it is good.